Good morning, everybody. Thank you, Ruth. MMC officials, stakeholders. They say that one of the only constants in life is change. And I think this is one of those areas that once where we sit now, and you look around yourselves, and you look at Menlyn, Maine, and what you see around you, and you look at the roads that people are traveling on at the moment, we can definitely see the change. And we can know one thing for sure, that the landscape around us will in the future to come not look the same as it does today as well. So we are part of that change currently where we are. And each and every one of you here present should have a role or know the role that you have in the change that we are bringing around. So as in the city as well, we have the vision to make this city a vibrant city, a growing city, a city that is accessible, a city that is connected. And this project specifically is so much part of making those vision or that vision of the city true, that we are now connecting areas of the city, bringing people closer, make it easier for people to come to work, going home, and have access to opportunities. So from my side, when I came in as a councillor in this ward in 2016, the project was already running, and I inherited the project going forward. But it's a privilege for me to be part of this, and thank you to each and every one of you and in the value that you add and how you contribute towards that. So from my side, welcome and thank you very much. With that, I would like to introduce MMC Sheila.
Good morning. It's such an exciting occasion to be here today. I was chatting to one of the officials on Wednesday when the carriageway was opened, and she told me she drove past once, twice, 3 times, and I was guilty of that as well, because it was absolutely exciting to see what we have managed to achieve here today. I think it's important to know that dealing with an unequal society such as ours requires the city to have strong strategic planning, coordination, and local ownership of strategies for building resilience that play a key role in advancing the desired progress. Building sustainable and resilient societies is central to eliminating poverty, augmenting shared prosperity, and making sure that we leave absolutely no one behind. It requires a multi-dimensional approach that would cut across and that would have an impact towards reducing exposure of risk to the most vulnerable people within our societies. The city has long embraced integrated planning, and we all know by now that roads and transport is literally the backbone of a country's economy. It provides connections for people, goods, as well as jobs and services, enabling trade as well as economic growth. The capacity to deliver on the economic health of our country remains with the local government, and roads and transport is definitely one of the key economic drivers for this to happen. As we launch this bridge today, we want to build infrastructure that brings hope to the destitute as well as to the unemployed, and to provide public transport that accelerates entrepreneurship and SMME alike. Our mission is to promote socio-economic development through the provision of an environmentally sustainable road infrastructure, as well as integrated transport systems and services that are reliable, accessible, safe, and most importantly, affordable to all our people. In doing so, we are guided by the values for good governance and sound principles in our pursuit of service delivery for our people. Ladies and gentlemen, in the words of Charles Dickens, the whole difference between construction and creation is exactly this: that a thing that is constructed can only be loved after it's constructed, but a thing that is created is loved before it actually exists. The full benefit of the work that we are here today will be realized by people who are probably not even yet born. This Menlyn node is an important development node in the east of the city of Tshwane. The road network in the east is congested during peak periods, limiting further development of this important node. And I think anyone who travels this area during peak hours is well aware of that. So a study was undertaken in 1999 which included proposals to upgrade the road network to serve the greater area. And this included the upgrading of Atterbury Road to 3 lanes per direction, as well as the provision of access to the node that is now known as the Menlyn main development. Subsequent to the above planning, the city embarked on the planning, design and implementation of the strategically important Tshwane Bus Rapid system, which is known as Yeng. Atterbury Road was identified as a trunk route for the BRT system. And so this BRT system will ultimately provide accessibility to and from areas such as Mamelodi and to nodes such as the Menlyn node. So as we've already heard, this project consists of a strategic element of the road network in the Menlyn area, and this includes the following: the upgrading of Atterbury Road to 3 lanes per direction between Lois Avenue as well as January Masalela, the provision of a new quarter-link type interchange to provide access to the Menlyn main development node, as Nona said, that's this quarter-link over here. The provision for 1 lane per direction for the bus rapid transit system, and provision for a new station on the trunk line at the new interchange. Again, as Nona mentioned, that's what's under construction on the other side of where we are at the moment. Then we'll have provision for pedestrians and non-motorized transport along Atterbury Road, and then we'll also have stormwater attenuation structures. So the occasion that we're having today marks the opening of the new eastbound carriageway of Atterbury Road, and this will allow the vehicles to travel across the new bridge structure, as we're able to see it's happening right now. And the scheduled completion of the work is going to be on September 2019. Our commitment to deliver strategic infrastructure that will transform our economy, create jobs, and stimulate opportunities for growth should never ever leave women and youth behind, and that's why we always make sure that women and youth are included in our projects. Honourable guests, I am pleased to inform you that this unveiling of modern new infrastructure conforms to the highest standards of safety and mobility. And I'm also pleased to note that these world-class roads and transport infrastructure networks will also facilitate seamless mobility of goods and people within the area. So it may also seem remotely incomprehensible to any ordinary person when we talk about an equal society in the absence of real changes, but we really believe that the time to be academic about development is over. We have an evidence right here of a mission that has been accomplished. People want tangible results and they want real benefits. And through these infrastructure projects that we are currently doing, we want to make a difference in people's lives by giving people dignity, shelter, and habitable places to live in. We want to be responsive to the real needs of our residents. So as we celebrate 25 years of freedom, this should actually mean something tangible to the people that we serve. So I wish to appeal to the community through you, Councillor, that please work with us to protect the infrastructure that we are providing with you, because this property belongs to you as well as to the community, and so we expect that it will be looked after and valued in such a way. So it is officially my pleasure to officially open the eastbound carriageway on Atterbury Road. That is the completion of the phase 1 of the Dallas Interchange project. Everybody on 3, say Yeng.
Yeng!
Thank you so much.